Welcome to Financing the American Dream. I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and today we're taking you all across the country to show you the best of real estate, lifestyle, and culture.
About to check out all of the fun that you can experience at the St. Paul Winter Carnival.
It really brings the whole feeling of community to St. Paul.
We're so blessed to live in Naples, Florida.
Naples, Florida is the place to be.
Today we'll be meeting with Aaron DeFazio.
A desirable location that makes it a perfect place to invest.
We are here at the Philadelphia Eagles tailgate.
We've got the Eagles playing and we're super excited for our tailgate.
Today we're going to show you a luxury estate here in Lake Forest with all the amenities that you can need for an active family.
Sacramento is my hometown.
I moved here 30 years ago. I can hardly believe that.
You're going to love the stories we have to share today. Let's get this show started right now.
The search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got it.
The American Dream, the only show that combats negative media, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted.
I got it.
These are stories for you and by you.
Hi, I'm Barry Habib. Welcome to American Dream TV. Today I'm in beautiful Delray Beach, Florida, where the winds often change. I'll tell you what, change is what's happening, I think, sometimes when we look at the decision to buy a home or rent. Let's face it, buying a home, it is a little more challenging today because, well, first off, inventory levels are very low, right? And home values, well, we know they've gone up. In the last year, they've gone up by 18%. And then mortgage rates have gone up too. So it's got a lot of folks thinking about their alternatives. What it would be like if I rented a home. Well, first off, my payment, if it was a $400,000 home with 10% down, it would be about $300 cheaper on average if I were renting, depending on where the rent is. That's nice, except your rents, guess what? Not only have they gone up 18% in the past year, but on average, every single year after that, they'll go up between 5 and 8%. So what does that mean? By the third or fourth year, you're going to be better off and having a cheaper payment owning the home than renting it. And get this, if you're thinking about living there like on average 7 years, well, you'd be $12,000 cheaper buying that home than renting. And that includes allowing for your taxes to have gone up and allowing for those repair costs to be taken into consideration. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. You see, there's something that very few people think about. When you make a mortgage payment, there's principal and then there's interest. Well, interest goes to the lender, but principal, that goes to you. That's your own money. You're reducing debt. And in a 7-year period, on this example, you'd wind up benefiting by about $50,000 in amortization. That's amazing. That's your own money, and that creates wealth for you. It's unlike a rental payment, which creates wealth for your landlord. And right now, what we're going to be looking at are ways around the country for you to take a look at lifestyles with real estate agents and mortgage professionals that can help you get some great ideas. Speaking of great ideas, I think I'm going to enjoy some of this wonderful Florida sunshine.
All right, everyone, so we're going a little different this week. We are here at the Philadelphia Eagles tailgate, right in the heart of South Philly, and we're here with Jacqueline McDevitt of the O'Hare home team at Compass. Jacqueline, how are you?
I'm amazing today. It's a beautiful day. We've got the Eagles playing and we're super excited for our tailgate.
And how many people are here, Jack?
We've got about 250 here today. A big crowd behind us.
And the nice thing about this is we're down here, we're having fun, but in the true essence of the city of brotherly love, we're here for a cause today. And Jacqueline, tell us a little bit about why we're here and why you do the tailgate.
Yeah, so this is our 6th year of our Turkey Day tailgate. It's a charity tailgate that we put on. This year's event partners, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, so all the ticket sales are going to them. We are fanatical about our sports here in Philly, but we're also fanatical about giving back to the communities that we buy and sell real estate in.
The market's pretty hot right now, isn't it?
Absolutely. Every deal that we're doing, both on the buyer and the seller side, are multiple offers, over asking. From last year to this year, the Philadelphia market has grown almost 14%.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's incredible.
And a lot of people are saying, you know, with the pandemic, people are moving out of cities and they're going to the burbs, but those stats, they don't speak to that. It sounds like the city's still seeing a lot of growth.
Yep, there's definitely a cyclical thing happening here, a cyclical shift in Philadelphia. We service from the suburbs of Philadelphia all the way to the beaches. Okay. So for us, we have people moving out of the city and buying second homes. We also have people moving to the suburbs of the city. So it's really a wide breadth of clients.
All right, so it sounds like Philly real estate is still booming. But with the pandemic, I'm sure there's been a shift in what people are looking for if they want to move to the city. So what are people looking for these days in Philadelphia real estate?
So the number one thing our buyers are looking for are home offices.
Okay, sure.
Home gyms.
Yep.
And parking. Since everybody's home now, they want their own private parking spot.
Makes sense. And all those things are attainable in the city of Philadelphia, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So this is a real party here, and it's just so awesome. I mean, 250 people, and it's really supporting such a great cause. Tell us more about it.
Yep, so we partnered with Big Brothers and Big Sisters this year. All the ticket proceeds go to them. They have a mentorship booth right here today, so we're super excited to partner with them and give back to the communities that we buy and sell in.
I love it. So one of the things that I love about Philadelphia is the passion.
Yep.
If you are from other cities, you probably have never seen a tailgate like a Philadelphia Eagles tailgate.
Every sports team that we have here in Philly, our fans are fanatical about. Just like the passion that we have in the city, they have passion about everything else that they do.
Yep, and that's why it's called the city of brotherly love, right?
Yep, city of brotherly love, sisterly affection.
There we go. Everybody comes together in Philadelphia. It is such a great community and such a tight-knit group of people in Philadelphia. It's a big city with a lot of love.
A lot of love.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm so glad you got to see this behind the scenes. This is really the heart of Philadelphia, the passion and the energy that this city has. That's why I wanted to bring you here today, and we're doing it for a great cause. So I'm so glad you were able to join us. Until next time, I'm Chris Schwartz, your host of Financing the American Dream, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Hi, I'm Tammy Ruland, your host of Financing the American Dream. Today I'm excited to share a little history of downtown Sarasota with you. Today we'll be meeting with Aaron DeFazio, current president of the Sarasota Alliance for Historic Preservation, and we'll be touring an airplane bungalow that's been completely restored. Let's go. Hi, Erin.
Hi,
Nice
how are
to
you?
see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for giving us a tour of this property today. Can you tell us a little about it?
Oh, sure. So the property that we're going to see today is a 1925 airplane bungalow. And it's a unique style here in Sarasota. The bungalow is very common, but an airplane bungalow with the second story is not as common. And there's a beautiful garden that the owner has created as well. So this is Tammy. Tammy,
nice
this
to
is
meet
Kitty
you.
Kelly.
What a beautiful home you have.
Thank you.
Yeah. How long have you owned it?
20 years.
Oh my
Been here
goodness.
20 years, yeah.
Yeah, and that garden is beautiful.
Thank you.
Will you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, when I got the house, there was nothing. I moved a lot of my plants and a couple of trees from my other property and actually started the garden that way.
One of the key ways that we see history being preserved is in the windows, the formation of the sashes. So here we have, this is an internal window because it's on a porch, but it is a 4/1 double hung sash. And so one of the things that Kitty's done is restored all of the historic windows with their weights and pulleys so they all function. This is a feature that's pretty common in the 1920s home, so it's very much in keeping with the age of the home. And a lot of things may have been removed as changes were made when it was turned into a duplex. So Kitty's been putting back some of the character that may have been lost. A lot of people fear that their property will be worth less money if they have it locally designated or nationally designated. And actually the data shows over and over again that it actually increases property value and stabilizes in a volatile market, and that properties actually gain equity more quickly when they're locally designated, and especially in a district because it protects the context. And you know, in real estate we say that location is the most important part.
Everything.
That location is context, and so the context of the district provides a desirable location that makes it a perfect place to invest.
Kitty, thank you so much for letting us tour your beautiful airplane bungalow home here. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
You're welcome.
And thank you
too.
And thank you so much too, Erin.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today for a little downtown Sarasota history on financing the American dream.
Hello, fellow Americans. I'm Lauren Maxwell, your host today on Financing the American Dream. I am very excited to introduce you to a famous Naples icon who has grown up here in the restaurant business and took the real estate industry to a new level when he has opened over 4 offices and has hundreds of agents. Come on over, I'd love for you to meet him.
Now for the very first time, I believe I can fly. Head to toe, I'm electrified, I can feel.
We are here with Josh Mazzucco, the owner, the entrepreneur of Mazzucco Real Estate. I am very excited to introduce him because he has built this business from ground up when he was in the restaurant business for years. So Josh, tell us about you and how you did it.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for coming in today. So my name is Josh Mazzucco. I am the broker and owner of Mazzucco Real Estate. We started in a 400 square foot office in 2017. We currently have 4 offices in Florida, and we just turned the corner on 300 agents.
That's amazing. When you grew up, did you ever think you were going to go from being in the restaurant business to running real estate offices all over Florida?
I did not. Had no intentions of doing that. So I was running a sports bar restaurant with my dad and my brother. My dad and I were flipping and building houses on the side, and for years he told me to get my license, and I never took him up on it. So finally I did in 2015. And I quickly became a top producer in the Naples market, and I just had the hunch of starting my own company. I believe that agents should keep 100% of their commission, and we ran with it.
Aside from those great qualities, what makes you stand out from the other agents?
I want to say my availability as a broker. I'm a non-competing broker, so I don't compete against my agents. I'm available to the agents 24/7. We have a very cultural office, an amazing vibe in all 4 of our offices. Agents know they can come in here and get help at any time and keep 100% of their commission.
What more can you ask for, right?
I agree.
So I understand one of your agents has a $7 million listing that you're going to take us to.
We are.
I am super excited to see it. I know our audience will be excited to see it. Come show us.
Let's go.
I'm living my best life.
Josh, for bringing me here to this gorgeous home in Pine Ridge Estates. We're so blessed to live in Naples, Florida. I know people are coming here from all over the country. Tell us about you and your team and how you were able to get this listing and sell this home so fast.
So you're absolutely right, Lauren. Naples, Florida is the place to be. This is an 8,800 square foot home, 5,500 square feet under air, so close to everything, restaurants, beaches, hotels, anything you could possibly need. My agent, Maria Villani, was able to take on the listing. They were past clients of hers. They were so pleased with her work the first time around, they used her to list the home. She listed it. 48 hours later, she had a more than full price offer.
Well, you can see why. This home is beautiful. I mean, just take a look around where we're at. So if you are looking to come to an area where you would like to live, and I mean live, not exist. We go to restaurants, our kids play sports, they're in schools, please call us. You can reach
Josh Mazzucco on Instagram or Mazzucco Real Estate on Facebook.
I think you know how to reach me, Lauren at MaxwellMortgageLoans.com. Please call us anytime. It doesn't hurt to look. We'd love to meet you.
Bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. Bada boom, 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 boom. Just do what I do. Bada bing.
In 1886, the St. Paul Winter Carnival was born when a reporter visited Minnesota in the winter and reported that it was as uninhabitable as living in Siberia. The St. Paul today hosts the festival as one of the longest running winter festivals in the United States. Over the years, the festival has taken on a life of its own and incorporated all the local businesses. So it's really a community celebration. So here we are, 136 years later, about to check out all of the fun that you can experience at the St. Paul Winter Carnival. Let's do it. Well, my team has been having a boatload of fun at the Winter Carnival, checking out all the events, and Sherry, who works for my team, her family has personally been involved with the Carnival for like 100 years. So tell us about your history in getting involved with the Carnival.
Sure. My grandma used to march in the parades when she was a young girl, so back as early as the 1940s. And yeah, I can't believe that it's been almost 100 years that our family will have been involved now. My grandpa was a King's Guard in the 1960s, and some of my earliest childhood memories are with my grandparents and with my parents coming down and doing some of the fun events for Winter Carnival. I remember being a little girl and being in Rice Park and all of the snow sculptures and seeing the Vulcans and being scared of them, but then finding out that they're just these great guys that bring summer to St. Paul. So
yeah. Tell me, I know that you were involved in the royalty as well in a couple different ways, so tell us about your journey personally with Winter Carnival.
Sure. So personally, my grandma got me involved in the royalty program in the early 1990s, where I was able to be a junior princess, which is a really great program for youth in the city of St. Paul.
Yeah, I love how the Carnival has been such a part of your family's journey, as well as so many other families within the St. Paul community. And Deb Sathi with Remax, I know that this is your first year being involved with Winter Carnival. You're on the selection committee for the Queen of Snows, correct?
Yes, it was such an exciting time. It was so cool to be involved in a 135-year-old tradition.
And how do you find events like this impacting the local real estate community, Deb?
Well, I think that it's really amazing to think that during that 10-day period, 250,000 people are going to attend events in the area, and it is something that's known nationwide. It has a lot of history, and also I think that it really brings the whole feeling of community to St. Paul, and people feeling like they are involved in an opportunity to give back, and that's really important to people in today's world.
Well, let's get back outside, check out more of what the Carnival has to offer.
Finally I feel alive.
We've seen the city of St. Paul take on the true shape of Minnesota nice today, exploring all of the historic Winter Carnival events. So if you find yourself in Minnesota at the end of January, bring your snow gear and bundle up and join us in the festivities for Winter Carnival. I'm your host, Amber Garofalo. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Financing the American Dream.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Financing the American Dream. I've been your host, Craig Sewing. And don't forget, not only can you watch the show here, but also follow us on social at The American Dream TV. Until next time, cheers to your American Dream.